swooshing now, right? So if you want the middle class back, if you want the economy to grow again, you have to introduce competition. Introduce it in a very special way. Now, since this other group of people had help building factories overseas, then the U.S. government has to step in and help retail businesses to buy direct. Because part of the problem is that the retailer is hooked on the middleman's credit. The business model is that you get net 30, net 60 days to be able to pay for your inventory, your goods. Well, most businesses don't have the capital or information to be able to go direct to those factories. But when I say direct, it's under very, very special conditions. So those conditions are, if I'm the retailer and I have access to go direct to a factory, we have to recognize that there's 40% at a minimum sitting there of net profits that have to be divided up properly. So let's take 1/3 and push it back to the factory, making sure that those workers get paid better. All right? Let's take 1/3 and bring it towards us, and leave 1/3 in the middle to be competition for the middleman. All we're doing is introducing competition. What does that do? It puts money back in the hands of the workers, and it puts money back in the hands of the retailer. When the workers have money and the retailer has more money, the retailer could pay their employees better. They're going to go out and maybe lease another van. They can buy another copier. They can buy another computer. They have money to go back to having normal business activities. Now, just to give you an idea of that 1/3, if you took of all of what Mexico exported into the United States in 2009, and I don't have the figure sitting in front of me, it's like $300-some billion. Billion with a B. That 1/3 that comes this way happens to be $31.2 billion that the U.S. could use for economic stimulus by having more competition. $31.2 billion goes back into Mexico just by having competition. Now, what happens to illegal immigration? It's going to go away. The same reason we have the economic crisis is the same reason we have illegal immigration in the United States as well as in other parts of the world. Whatever economic policies are introduced in terms of economic stimulus, nothing's going to change until this problem gets corrected, because there's too much liquidity being taken out of the system. Once money starts circulating around in the economy again, tax revenues will also increase. So think about it this way. If I buy something from you and you buy something from someone else, then each time that money exchanges hand, government receives revenue. So if the money only circulates 3 times, that's a very unhealthy economy. And that's what people are pulling in their raises. That's not spending anymore because the economy is contracting. But then all of a sudden, when business can get access to this capital for trade, as I'm laying out, then businesses will have enough cash flow to begin to pay their workers a little bit better. They'll have enough confidence to, go out and buy that vehicle, buy that new computer, because they're going to have some X about the future.
I got confused.